SFX, typewriter at T equals 0.0s on title card, EP00 medium 05. The Dark Woman of the World, vol equals 0.40, duration equals 3.5s, file equals ZSFX/typewriter/typewriter sounds effects.mp3. SFX, cinematic boom at landing on. This is not transmission. This is structure. In hook, vol equals 0.65, file equals ZSFX/deep_hits/cinematic boom, sound effect. High quality.mp3. 10 civilizations. Languages that do not resemble each other. Continents that did not touch. And every single one, independently, invented the same demon. A woman associated with night, with sexuality, and with the death of children. This is not transmission. This is structure. Today, in 7 minutes, the universal pattern behind Lilith, and how a 4,000-year-old demon became a feminist icon. India. 3 figures. The Churel, spirit of a woman who died in childbirth, with backward feet, who seduces young men and drains their vitality. Documented by William Crook in 1896. Almost identical to the Sumerian ardent lily. Putana, a demoness from the Bhagavata Purana sent to kill the infant Krishna by offering him her poisoned breast, the perfect inversion of motherhood. And the Yakshar, female nature spirits who, in their malign form, seduce and devour men. Japan, Yukiana, the snow woman, documented from the 12th century. Supernatural beauty, freezes men with her breath. Kitsune, foxes that take the form of beautiful women and seduce men to absorb their life force, documented from the Neon Ryoiki of the 9th century. And Jurigomo, the spider that on reaching 400 years old transforms into a beautiful woman, wraps men in webbing, and devours them. In some versions, she disguises herself as a woman holding a baby. The baby turns out to be a sack of spider eggs. The same horror as Lilith, 15,000 kilometers from Babylon. China. The Huli Jing, fox spirits documented from the Shanhai Jing of the 4th century BCE. They transform into beautiful women and absorb men's qi, their vital energy. The most famous, Daji, the fox concubine of King Zhou of Sham, blamed for the fall of an entire dynasty. Arabia. The Karina, an individual female demon attached to a specific man, jealous of his human wife, threatening fertility and children. Practically the description of Lilith in the Zohar. And the as Sibian, mother of children, ironic name, a female demon who kills newborns. Fought with Quranic amulets, functionally identical to the Lilith of the Jewish amulets. Mesoamerica. The Siwatateo, women dead in childbirth, transformed into warrior spirits who descended on certain days and caused convulsions and paralysis in children. And Siwakotl, this snake woman, who screamed at night through the streets. Many researchers see her as the direct pre-Hispanic ancestor of La Llorona. The Slavic world. The Rizalki, spirits of young women dead before their wedding, with long loose hair, who lure young men to the water and drown them. A detail repeats in almost every one of these traditions, and it is chilling. The supernatural woman has loose hair. Lilith in the Talmud. The Rizalki. The Churel. The Celtic Banshee. Long, untied, undone hair. In most pre-modern cultures, female hair that was bound or covered signaled a married woman, a woman inside the social order. Loose hair signaled the opposite, a woman outside the system, a woman who was not controlled. Loose hair is a universal visual code for the feminine that escaped male control, and the same detail appears independently in cultures that never communicated. Not transmission, not copying. Structure. What is that structure? 3 forces. First, infant mortality. In most pre-modern societies, it ran between 30 and 50%. Half of children dead before age 5. In Mesopotamia, bone studies suggest 40 to 50%. In Rome, 25 to 35% in the first year alone. When a healthy baby at sundown is dead by sunrise, you need an explanation. A demon with a will. Something you can name. Something you can fight. Second, maternal death in childbirth, obstetric fistula, postpartum hemorrhage, eclampsia, puerperal infection, all routinely fatal without modern medicine. The conversion of those dead women into demons, ardent lily, Churel, Sueteo, Rusalka, reflects collective trauma, the cosmic injustice of dying in the act of giving life. The woman who could not be a mother becomes the anti-mother. Third, the control of female sexuality, the one nobody likes to name. In every advanced version of the myth, Lilith is sexual. In the alphabet of Ben Sira, the conflict is literally over sexual position. In the Zohar, Lilith seduces sleeping men. The sexually active woman outside marriage is demonic. The woman who demands sexual equality is a cosmic threat. The same mechanism shows up in the Greek Lamia, the Indian Shirel, the Chinese Huli Jing, the Japanese Jurigomo. I am not saying it was a conscious patriarchal conspiracy. Myths are collective creations. But the myth functioned as a control mechanism, regardless of intention. Now the 20th century turn. In 1972, the Jewish feminist theologian Judith Plaskow presented a text at an academic conference. It was called The Coming of Lilith. In her version, Lilith and Eve meet. They become friends. Together they return to Eden to reclaim their place as equals. Plaskow took the myth that had demonized the independent woman for centuries and inverted it. The demon became a heroine. She was explicit. We took the myth and we changed it. That is what living traditions do. In 1976, Susan Weidman Schneider founded Lilith Magazine, the first independent Jewish feminist magazine. The name was a statement, reclaimed the demonized figure as a symbol of female independence. The magazine has been published for nearly 50 years. In 1997, Sarah McLachlan created Lilith Fair, a music festival exclusively featuring female artists, one of the most successful festivals of the 1990s. In less than 50 years, Lilith went from a demon you protected newborns from to a feminist icon. The same name, completely inverted. The academic literature followed. Raphael Patais, the Hebrew goddess, 1967, argued that Judaism, despite its official monotheism, always had a hidden goddess, and Lilith as her dark manifestation. Sigmund Hurwitz, Jungian psychoanalyst, Lilith, Die erste Eva, 1980. Lilith as the archetype of the negative anima. And in 2001, Janet Howe Gaines published in the Biblical Archaeology Review an article with a title that says it all. Lilith, seductress, heroine, or murderer? All three, depending on who tells the story. After 4,000 years, what is Lilith? She is not a character. She is a mirror. And like every mirror, what it shows depends on who is looking. The Sumerians saw the desert wind. The Babylonians saw nocturnal illness. The Talmudic rabbis saw the danger of female autonomy. The Kabbalists saw cosmic darkness. The feminists saw a woman wronged. Each generation gave Lilith the shape of what it most feared or most needed. And the mirror is still working. Look at the public women today who are simultaneously admired and demonized, praised when they are docile and torn apart when they are independent. The mechanism did not disappear. It just changed shape. 10 civilizations independently invented the same demon. 3 forces drove the pattern: infant mortality, maternal death, sexual control. And in 50 years, modern feminism rewrote the whole thing. A myth understood is far more powerful than a myth believed blindly. The full 4,000-year investigation is in the Lost Histories full documentary on the channel. Watch it next. And in the comments answer this question, and I really want your honest answer. What Liliths are our cultures building right now? Name names if you want. I read every reply. Subscribe and ring the bell. The next investigation drops Saturday.